doing a lap here through the traffic of my wonderful town of Lloydminster, Alberta. Not expecting to catch much, of course, on this wonderful journey. But hey, you never know, stranger things have happened. We have a lot of interesting drivers in this town. A lot of drivers that are very inexperienced, and a lot of drivers that are, think they are indestructible in their big jacked up trucks and things like that. Of course, I went down to the old post office to pick up a package here, and of course we had ourselves a Canada Post fail, and the slip came out here like 3 days ago, and usually it's like 1 o'clock the next day when you go down to pick it up. So I went down there like 3 days after that, just because the way my schedule is, the way things work. And of course the lady takes a slip, like they always do, goes in the back and comes on out and goes, well, do you know what you got? And I had no idea what it was, because sometimes it takes 2 or 3 sometimes I have 2 or 3 packages coming on through, right? So therefore I had no idea if it was going to be the box good that I wanted, or the envelope or blister pack good, or heck, I even got a phone case coming from China, which usually takes about 6 weeks. So of course she comes on back like maybe 30 seconds later and goes, nope, can't find it. And then she goes, well, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow because our systems are down. Well, instead of pretending to look for it, if she would have said our systems are down, I'm sorry sir, can you come back tomorrow, then no problem, I would have, right? So of course I kind of went away, and it's been a couple more days after that, and I was kind of worried that they were going to send her back to where she come from. So went on down, picked her up now, and I believe it's the one item that I ordered online from a big box electronics store. So if that's the case, then I can continue on with my editing studio monitor setup that I want to do. So hopefully it's what I think it is and not the phone case. And I believe the phone case, like I said, was coming from China, and this one here had a return address of like online orders from Brampton, I believe, Ontario. So therefore I believe it's what I'm hoping for. So pretty much, guys, like I said, gonna go in, pick up a few things, and take it all from there. Went to the old Princess Auto, got a few things for the old editing studio there to get everything all set up. Came over here to the big Rona store, looking for bags of gravel. I can get bags of play sand, but I don't really want play sand for what my project is. So I know I'm out of season for bags of gravel, but the person I asked had no idea what I was talking about. So we're gonna go over to the next big box hardware store. They should have some in their outdoor seasonal area. However, I'm gonna have to get someone to help me because this time of year it's gonna be locked up tighter than a bank. As well as I need to pick up a few sticks of lumber, and of course one chunk of plywood and some screws. And of course that's for the upcoming project, of course. While I was at the old Princess Auto, I picked up another work light. It's the one that I had in the Princess Auto flyer video. Picked that guy up to replace the one that kept burning out bulbs all the time. You know, at first I thought maybe I was touching the bulbs, so then I started using other methods to install them. I even used rubber gloves. You know, I thought, well, maybe using the foam the bulb came in was a bad thing, and I thought maybe you know, using an oily shop rag, of course, would be a bad thing. So I thought, well, using paper towel, but then that still burnt it out. And I tried changing brands of bulbs and stuff like that, and they still burnt out. So it was time anyway to retire the old shop light, because crumb, that thing was with me through what's it been, close to 6-8 years, and several projects, painting projects. It's been dropped several times, and you know, stuff like that, right? I picked up another sump pump. I believe that's sump pump number 3 that I own now. The first one was just a spur of the moment type of deal. The second one, I probably should try to box it up and return it, because technically it's never been used, never been fired. It was just too large for where I want to put it. Whereas this one here, the third one, according to my measurements and my online diggings and all that good stuff, it should be closer to what I'm looking for the project. So like I said, guys, here at the other big box lumber store here, hopefully they got my gravel. If they don't have my gravel, then probably the next thing I'm gonna have to try is my landscaping place that I go to. However, of course, this is kind of out of season for them, for the rocks. They have flowers and stuff like that and all that good stuff, but they also have snow blowers and chainsaws and stuff, so they should be open, or they should be open in abbreviated winter hours anyway. We'll see if they could sell me, you know, 4 or 5 5-gallon pails of rocks. That's really all I need. I don't need a yard. I don't need a half a yard. Just a few pails. I suppose I could buy half a yard and then just throw it in the driveway, and as the snow melts, it will, you know, melt down and settle where it wants, right? But pretty much, guys, you guessed, they're gonna go inside here, see what's the what. Catch you all after. Well, guys, there you go. As you see, pretty much in the top right hand corner of the screen, our mission at the big box lumberyard was successful. Picked up some goodies for, well, my upcoming project. It would have been nice if their saw was running, because I could have probably used that big chunk of plywood cut, you know, in half, 24 by 8. Considering, you know, you do get, I think, the first 2 cuts free. However, of course, their saw is down, so I'll have to break out the old skill saw and, of course, the table saw to buzz it. But at the same time, right, that's why I have tools, you know, to do it myself. I just figured, well, hey, Well, I was here, get them to do it, because that's kind of what their job is. And if they're at all like me, when I used to work here, you loved firing up that saw, hearing the whistle, and using it. But hey, whatever, that's the way it is. Maybe someone ran their finger through the saw, or, and now they gotta, do an investigation and, get all the stuff cleaned up off the saw. Or it's probably something as simple as scheduled maintenance or a blade change, or, all it takes is, wear and tear on the blade, or someone to grind the blade out on something that's really not cuttable. I've seen some pretty interesting things run through that saw in the 4 years that I used to work there. So of course, it could be something as simple as that, right? And of course, here I go coming out at that wonderful corner again. I don't know why I always seem to come out at this corner, because it's next to impossible to get across. And of course, people don't know what signal lights are, or maybe some of these modern vehicles, that's one of the option packages they have nowadays, and people opt out for signal lights because they'd rather have their heated cup holders, right? So of course, people start to do weird things like this, do a little U-turn in the parking lot, come on back around, and basically get the same results. But it's kind of the way it is, right? Well, got my running around done that I wanted to do for the upcoming project. Now I just gotta wait for my next set of days off, so I could put all that material and stuff that I just bought into good use. Oh yeah, by the way, I was able to get my gravel that I wanted. I thought maybe I'd have to end up going out to my landscaping place that I usually go to, but I was kind of worried, it being out of season and all, they wouldn't have access to their rock this time of year, because, well, it's probably under 4 feet of snow, to be honest. So of course, the big box store here, I got thinking, well, when I used to work here, they used to store it outside in the garden center, but of course that's under snow, and they, of course, in the fall, they clearance a lot of that rock and such out. So having it in stock or in store would be kind of a whatever you want to call it, hit and miss, right? Well, the staff I had suggested, hey, down the concrete aisle, they have what you call multi-purpose rock. Essentially, you'd mix it with the big bags of Portland, if you want to say, along with, a few other things to make your Portland cement. So she said, well, go down and check that out. And it's a little smaller than what I wanted. But hey, gravel is gravel, right? Rock is rock, and I would have even bought that white fancy decorative rock if it would have worked, This stuff here, I bought 3 bags of it, and technically I paid more for the 3 bags than I would have paid for half a yard of rock out of my landscaping place. But for one, my trailer is in my garage waiting for it to be torn down, and 2, chances are the landscaping place, like I said, wouldn't be ready to sell rock anyway. So sometimes you have to overpay to get the job done. It's kind of sucks, but hey, you just pass that along down the line, and it is what it is, right? So pretty much, guys, gonna head her on home, get this stuff unloaded, and get on with the day.